Hello once again. I know that I recently uploaded a video describing a compressed air can duster and the fact that it could also be turned into a paper rocket launcher. But in that same area where I thought I had the compressed air can duster, I also had this air mattress inflator. Now you're probably wondering what in the world is the comparison between an air mattress inflator and a compressed air can duster. Well, they both move air in the same way. They either move it through the compressive state of in a can under pressurized means. Well, if you need to move air, it doesn't have to be highly pressurized. You could use something similar to that, as in kind of like a hair dryer. This fan is situated on the horizontal, not the vertical. Most hair dryers are vertically mounted. The fan is vertically mounted. So if you pick the right attachment, it will be a duster. It actually has three different attachments. You attach the large nozzle to a smaller nozzle, and there you go. You've got a duster. Now, I went through the process of modifying this one in terms of I put a battery pack attachment on it, and then I put a USB cable attachment on it alongside of the, I believe there's another attachment in here somewhere. I wasn't even thinking about hooking it up to my RC car battery attachment, which I could possibly even do. But I'll probably hook it up to the USB part of it, so long as it doesn't make it overheat. If not, I'll just splice into the wire somewhere, and I'll even have it possible to hook up to. See this craziness here. I'll probably just splice somewhere in here the attachment for the RC car battery, possibly even in here, if there's any room, or just a simple splicing. If you remove the insulation portion of a wire, you'll have a spot to solder, and then you just heat shrink or use that friction tape that I talked about. Okay, so you use a friction tape and you just wrap that around, and you can hook up another type of battery attachment to it. So my new option to a compressed air fan, compressed air duster. If I were to hook this up right now, even at 5 volts, because it's initially 12 volts, it will work. And it moves a considerable amount of air even at 5 volts. But I would rather hook it up to something like maybe 7.2 or even 12. But it still does work, so long as I put the appropriate attachment on it. It'll work as a duster. Okay, so that's the option similar to a compressed air fan duster. Now, every now and then, you'll run into a situation where you'll find USB lights that are USB powered. This is one of the first ones that I had. I made the mistake of hooking it up to the 2 amp chargers, and it actually burned it out. So I kept this as a memento to one of the first LED lights that I had purchased. I'm planning on repairing it, but I won't be uploading the video because it's going to be somewhat boring. So nowadays, if you go to the dollar store, you can find the $2 version. the one with the string of lights or strip of lights. This one is apparently falling apart, so I put some of that friction tape on it. And this is what it looks like when I plug it in. It is considerably bright even at 5 volts. Every now and then when you go to the dollar store, you'll find something like this. And once again, it was that same store where they had literally bins and bins of items and on shelves, but they had no UPC code or even name brand on them. So in that same store, I found this singular one. Same thing, USB powered. And then from there, if you spend just a little bit more, you'll find this cob design. This one is way brighter even at 5 volts. I don't know how they managed to get so much light out of 5 volts. The cob LEDs are way more efficient at using 5 volts. So, and then I have this one that I found at a garage sale. This one has a little bit of a selector on it in terms of it has a button on the back, and you can select between, I believe it's 1 and 2 LEDs. It is, I think, 3 AAA battery powered with this little book clip on it. So it's very efficient still with 3 AAA batteries. So that's our video for today. I know that I described the option of creating a portable compressed air duster that I would be hooking up either to this pump, which is way too small, or better yet to a bike pump. That's what I use to compress the air inside the large chamber 2-foot pump. So all in all, you'll have the options of compressing the air in the chamber, in the 2-foot chamber. So later on I'll be discussing these once more, which is the 18650 batteries and how much more efficient they are in terms of powering today's electronics. I went on and purchased a 18650 battery charger, and I wish I was sponsored by this company, but I have yet to find a company that I can contact and get sponsorship. I think it has a lot more to do with the number of subscribers that I have. So maybe in the future, but once again, I'm not begging for subscribers. It's just one of those situations. This right here has been one of the best battery packs in terms of using these rechargeable batteries, 18650s. A lot of times you'll find that other battery packs are sealed, and then when the battery goes bad or the pack goes bad, whether it's one of those packs where the item is sealed in here, and it is somewhat similar to a cellophane type wrapped lithium battery, or NiCad, better yet, NiCad or lithium. And then, to no fault of its own, this is now obsolete. You would literally have to open the item and remove the battery pack and replace it with another one. So these are more likely disposable. To no fault of its own, the item is then dead. Not the actual item, but the pack is dead, which means you end up just throwing these away or recycling them. I had found this one in one of those bins at a garage sale, and the individual that I purchased it from had literally stated that they had no idea whether or not it worked. So I purchased it for next to nothing. It turned out that it was the battery pack was okay, but the wall charger had gone bad. So, in future, references, I will be promoting 18650 batteries, not by brand, but by type. And then if you go out and you're able to purchase one of these 18650 battery chargers, one of the best ones that I found on the market, which I wish I could name the name brand, is one that checks the health of each and every battery. I will be contacting the same company to hopefully get sponsorship in the future. And I'm hoping that they have either the AAA or AA or even 9-volt version of this charger. I'll be double checking with them. So that's our video for today. Y'all have a good day.